Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, November 26th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I believe in my revolutionary expansion. And today we have a new moon in the sign of Sagittarius. This new moon reaches its peak of new mooniness at 7:06 a.m. This is at 4 degrees. So if you've been watching me for a long time, 4 degrees, revolution, evolution degree. Revolution, evolution, energy, which is in this, which is good. Revolution, evolution energy is change. It is liberation. It is not always easy. It can be very triggering. With the 4-degree energy, there can be breakdown. And it's like we need that breakdown. It's so interesting. I heard that song today and it's playing in my head. I will say it in a second. We need that breakdown a lot of times to get to the breakthrough because we are resistant humans. We resist so much. And in fact, that's kind of the feeling that I feel like we're being called to address in this new moon energy is even the resistance to our dreams, to that which we desire in our life, to the things that like expand us, open us up, turn the light on within us, and yet we'll like shut ourselves down from it. I think one of the biggest triggers that we as humans have experienced, all of us at some point or another, the trigger of disappointment. And once you've been hit with that trigger of disappointment enough times, we will shut ourselves down to not have to feel that way again because, it feels bad. I'm not a fan of it either. And yet the main message I have for this new moon is don't be afraid to open your heart. Don't be afraid to open your mind to that which you dream about, that which you desire, that which calls you forth, pulls on your heartstrings. Now, with that, there's always the, temperance of sometimes what you end up getting doesn't look like what it is you want. I also guarantee that the universe is working for us and in benefit of us. And so if it doesn't look like what it is that you want, there's a good reason for that. So it's also being grateful for what comes, being grateful for what you have. Sagittarius energy, it is the energy of expansion and abundance, and part of that energy is feeling the gratitude. So if you have ever been triggered by disappointment, and please tell me if you haven't, because that would be amazing. Like, how have you lived and not experienced that? But if you have, can you turn those disappointments into that gratitude and realize it's been part of the path? So back to my breakdown. Jack Johnson. I was in a place today and I heard the song, I need this, I don't know what it is, old something to break down. So, we have to, and it makes sense. It makes so much sense with this astro energies. I'm getting downloads as I'm doing this. We're building to this Saturn-Pluto conjunction, which is this, it's a big thing. It's a big thing in Capricorn in early January. And Capricorn represents the sign of structure. And we need these old structures that, whether it's the structures we've built around our heart, protecting us from our hopes and our dreams, or the structures in the world that have kept us in these stuck cycles. We need this. So old structures, we're going to put that in to break down so that we can have this breakthrough. But your work in this is to believe in your personal revolutionary expansion, to believe in those things that you really do desire, that you don't let yourself fully embrace the desire of. So I didn't actually pull this card, and I never turn over my deck. I don't turn my deck over when I'm done pulling cards. It just somehow happened. It turned over, and I was like, oh, there's that card, and it feels so right on. This card always feels like the archer for me, pulling back. That's the breakdown, the pulling back to let the arrow fly, to your dreams, to something else, to help you rise from the mundane. Not that there's anything wrong with the mundane. The mundane is part of the balance. It's part of the structure of all things. This is how this new moon energy is triggering us. So I encourage you with it to reach for joy, reach for pleasure, reach for the good. Then take the physical steps. I love the Sabian symbol for 4 degree Sagittarius. It is the child learning to walk with the encouragement of the parents. The parent in this case is the universe being like, hey, those dreams, those desires that are in you, like, that's there for a reason. Come on, take a step towards it. Take a step towards believing in it. Honor that feeling that's in you. It's not there for no reason. It is there to pull you along. So be willing to take those steps. Be willing to fall down. Be willing to embrace the disappointment when it comes. Be willing to keep going. Stand up again when you fall down. This is all part of this energy. So it is potent. Besides that going on, we have Venus. Venus is newly in Capricorn. So Venus in Capricorn, she may be a little tempered, especially because she's going to be at 0 degrees, that 0 degree energy still. So you might be like, where is the joy? Where is the love? But she's coming back online. Venus is coming back online and making the first connection with Chiron. It is a square energy. Chiron is encouraging us to be ourselves. Venus may be feeling the pain. Can be painful sometimes. The pain of wanting the love, wanting the approval from things outside, from authority outside, where maybe those dreams and desires were tempered. And it's time to say no more, no more please, to the projections of others and what they think that you should be doing. Let go of that. It's an illusion. It's there for a reason, but ultimately we're all encouraged to step into the empowerment of our soul. The universe is like, you're ready, and the yin is fully in behind it. Here's the Queen of Fire. That is so Sagittarius new moon energy. Like, yes, create, go for it. And the Empress, the creativity, Empress, Mother Earth energy supporting you. A child being guided by its parents. Like, the Queen supports you. And I'm not talking about the Queen of England. I'm talking Queen of the Universe energy. The Goddess, you are supported in this. Can you believe? Can you allow yourself to give birth to what you believe in, to your hopes and dreams? These are the things that will change the world. I don't know what this quote is. I'm going to Mimi paraphrase it, but it's like, the world does not need, people doing the ordinary, although it does. But it needs like people who are turned on, tuned in, living that kind of life. I can't even think who says the quote, but like, that's what's needed at this time, is all of us to turn back on and believe in those dreams, and believe, even when those disappointments hit, that there's still something worth reaching for, still something worth living for, still something worth opening our heart, opening our mind to in our life, and taking the physical steps to get there. All right, so that's it for today. Happy new moon energy. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. I have holiday gift certificate readings. I have 2020 year ahead readings. I have eclipse readings. We are a month out officially from our next eclipse season. The astro coming up is pretty intense. So if you want a download on that about, your experience in that, reach out to me. Besides that, moment by moment, just baby steps is enough. You have the power. The better it gets, the better it gets. And I promise, and this is a big one, there's more than enough love in the world for you, and it's worth reaching for. Namaste.